Good afternoon. I'm Alex Huggins, and today I will be presenting a persuasive speech over 3D printing. The time to get involved in 3D printing is now. 3D printing is on a rapid climb globally. This market is set for explosive growth over the next decade. It will rise from $5.8 billion in 2016 to $55.8 billion by 2027. My purpose in this speech is to persuade my audience to use 3D printing to their advantage, and that 3D printing is on the rise and is going to have a positive impact in many fields. I want to highlight the advantages of 3D printing and enlighten everyone of the positive impact 3D printing can have. Ever since the moment I've heard about 3D printing, I've been interested in the topic. I have read over dozens of articles from medical 3D printing to personal use printing. Here's my main points today. First, 3D printing is here and altering the assembling scene and offers a heap of advantages, but some think it's risky. Second, I will talk about some solutions that have already been created to eliminate some of the risk. And next, I will talk about the benefits of owning a 3D printer at home. And lastly, consumer-oriented printers are now easily accessible and affordable for many people. Now that I have shown you what today's presentation is covering, allow me to present the problems. Many experts like political scientist Trevor Johnson are worried about some of the national security issues that could be baggage if 3D printing continues to grow and become more popular in households around the world. The issues he highlights include the possibilities of people 3D printing guns, hackers having the ability to use printers to cause real world damage with tweaks of small code. Also how terrorist groups could potentially create and print parts for attack drones. Also the chances for weapons to be created inside sensitive locations without anyone's knowledge. Other experts, including Donovan Alexander, warn users of harmful compounds that are released in the printing room. These particles are called ultrafine particles, or UFPs, and they are known for causing health hazards. Now that I have displayed some of the risks of 3D printing, allow me to move on to the solutions next. Some solutions have already been created to eliminate some of the risks. An article that I read, The Battle to Stop 3D Printed Guns, made it known to me that one federal law already addresses some of the concerns. The Undetectable Firearms Act bans guns that can't be spotted by walking through a metal detector. This means all plastic 3D printed guns are technically illegal. Vice President of Gun Violence Prevention Policy at the Center for American Progress, Chelsea Parsons, is working with manufacturers of 3D printers to include a software that would prevent all printers made in the US from being used to produce weapons. This wouldn't completely eliminate the threat of 3D printed guns, but it could possibly make manufacturing these parts more difficult and more expensive to produce, therefore slowing down how available this technology will be. Solutions for hazardous fumes and particles require ventilation. Ventilation can be accomplished by literally venting the air outside of the printing room. Or by using a filtration system. If there is no physical opportunity to vent outside, these are devices holding filters that capture ultrafine particles, or UFPs, as a result, creating a safe printing environment. That brings us to the fact that consumer-oriented printers are now easily accessible and affordable for many people. Today, many quality 3D printers are available for under $1,000. Also, expert Anatol Locker says your 3D printer can pay for itself by printing things you might ordinarily buy. The printers and 3D modeling applications are very easy to use. There are more things that you can ever imagine to print. Many things that you may want to print are already created, and you can download and print those files for free. Figuring out how to plan and print in 3D is a great method to get yourself and your family ready for what is to come in the future. 3D printing can be applied to an array of practices. Its uses range from the medical field, robotics, architecture, art, and many other areas. I'm not saying you will be printing prosthetics for limbs at your home, but maybe 3D printing will be used in your job of choice one day. Why not start now? If I haven't mentioned enough things to get you thinking, let's go over some benefits of personal 3D printing at home. With a 3D printer, you can create various fun objects or little works of art, design your own unique items, and display them in your home or give them to friends and family. Another good reason to purchase a 3D printer is the fact that things in your house may get broken, and they can be fixed way faster and cheaper if you can print the part instead of having to completely replace the appliance or order a new part online. If you have any sort of interest in 3D modeling or computer-aided design, it is a super valuable tool because you can visualize your models in real life, and the printer could create a new source of income for you through other people that aren't experienced designers that order different objects online when they cannot create their own. Also, the printer itself is a great hobby because it's fun, and you can mess around with it and test its limits. Now that I have presented my main points, let's recap today's presentation. 3D printing is here and altering the assembly scene and offers a heap of advantages, but some think it's risky. Solutions have already been created to eliminate some of the risks. Benefits of personal 3D printing at home. And my purpose in this speech was to persuade my audience to use 3D printers to their advantage, and to use 3D printing is going to have a positive impact in many different fields. Since 3D printing is on the rise around the world, I want to highlight the advantages of 3D printing and enlighten everyone of the positive impact 3D printing will have. In conclusion, 3D printed parts are additionally demonstrated to be lighter and increasingly exact. This prototyping is with low minor cost, carrying new ideas and plans to fulfillment quicker than the conventional techniques. 3D printing presents many risks, but it will also create new opportunities and improve our lives in exciting ways. Thank you.